Hello guys, and welcome to Total War Rome 2, the Empire Divided DLC. Now, I was actually very surprised that this was ever announced. Usually when game developers, release games, they'll release a few DLCs for it over a course of a few years, and then they'll come back to it after a bit of time. Well, surprisingly, Creative Assembly, who are the guys that make Total War series and it's published by Sega, decided to come back to Rome 2 Total War and actually come up with a new DLC, which is this one, which it was astounding me. It's available on Steam. I think it's about £10 UK. I'm not sure what it is. Again, regional equivalents. It's always a bit more different. And there's been quite a lot of happiness about it and a lot of criticism. People's been saying it should be on a tiller, then compared to going back to Total War Rome 2. But for me personally, I don't mind because I don't have a tiller. I have Rome 2 Total War, so it works out for me. And I played quite a lot into this game. I didn't get it when it first came out back in 2013. I waited until mid 2015 before I got it, and I got the Emperor Edition, Collector's Edition kind of thing, and I got all the DLCs. The only one that I've actually paid for extra is this one, and it adds a new map. So if we actually go into it, as you can see, there's been quite a few DLCs for the game itself, and it's a game that I've always wanted to get into and do a series on. But I never really had time to figure out how to do it. But this one's one of the ones where I definitely want to get into it. So they use the Grand Campaign map to actually play this out on. There's a lot of new features in the game itself. And as you can see, you can actually play as different areas. So this is the 3rd century crisis, as they called it, where the Empire got split up into many different select empires all vying for control. So there's the Gallic Rome over here, which is one of the emperors. So I'm trying to think what his name was who took over. Is it Postumius? Yeah. Commander Postumius. And then we've got another one over here, which is basically where, Jerusalem and Damascus, where Syria and all that is, which is Palmyra. And then you've got Rome, which is Aurelian. Now, in history, Aurelian managed to reconquer all the lost territories from Rome that had been split, but in this it's like you make your own decisions. And then you've got the Germanic kingdoms, you've also got Eastern empires, nomadic tribes, and also you've got Britannic Celts, which is interesting because you can only play as Cadonia, but then saying that, Rome kind of controls most of Britain by this point, or well, the Gallic Rome does. And I'm just having a look around to see what you can see. You can play as the Sassanids, you can play as Armenia, Alania, which is basically where Scythia is, or Scythia. You got Gothy, Saxony, which is where the Saxons came from, and Macaronia? Oh, whatever. I hate pronouncing names, and then Gothy. Okay, well, I'm going to be playing as you guessed it, Rome. I'm going to be playing as Aurelian. Now, apparently it's going to be quite hard to play this one, and what I'm also going to be doing is only playing on normal difficulty, and the reason for that is that it's not the AI gets better in the game, it's just that they cheat. I figured as much. So it's something definitely I'm going to do. So what we got here. So Defender of the Civilization, so 50% morale for all units during battles, which is cool. True Roman. Roman factions share a major penalty over Roman factions, so all the ones that are vying for conquest. Iron Fist, 50% resistance to foreign application, cool. And Marching Orders, 50% movement speed. So the idea is we want to follow in the footsteps of what happened in history with Aurelian and basically retake Rome. Because you notice we only start here with a bit of territory in like Greece and Romania and Bulgaria, and you've got part of where Tunisia and Libya is down here. So it's going to be quite interesting. I don't know how this playthrough is going to go. Hopefully it goes kind of well. Again, that's why I'm playing on normal as well, because the initial challenge is apparently quite hard. I think it's because you've got your forces kind of spread open. And it's not like because you've got a lot to manage straight off the bat, and there's a few new features in the game, but which I'll go into. So let's just have a look here. So yeah, 40 minutes. That seems like a reasonable time. And then I think there'll be usually cinematic. So we'll go through and see what that says.
Imposters, led by Tetricus, grow ever stronger. To the east, phobia, marches her armies into our lands. This is unacceptable. Give us an emperor from humble beginnings. Give us a leader our armies will follow. Give us Emperor Aurelian.
Aurelian, that's how you pronounce it. And I got a couple of the names mixed up with the other factions as well, like a numpty. Fair enough.
Emperor Aurelian, you face a crisis most dire. Barbarian hordes swarm along our borders, and usurpers lay in wait for an attempt to seize power. From your capital at Sirmium, you must hold off invading barbarians and prepare to meet the major contenders. Palmyra to the southeast, and Gallic Rome to the west. Act quickly. March to Latium and seize control of Rome itself. Remember, there are territories in Asia Minor, Numidia, and Mauritania still loyal to you. Priceless allies in these dark days. In the name of Sol Invictus, go forth and restore our world.
Okay, so objective issued. By that time, Quintilius, brother to the late Claudius Gothicus, held the power in Rome. Aurelian did not waste a single day, but quickly headed west to meet the leader of the pretenders. Hold the following settlement: Rome, bonus objective, so I get 2,000 coin. Troubled times. In recent years, the whole world has been torn by wars and strife. The weakening of the Roman Empire has given rise to banditry everywhere. Trade between settlements has become almost impossible. Standing armies and outposts can help increase the safety of provinces, while certain reforms can make settlements more self-sufficient. With cities being overcrowded, squalor has become a serious issue. If we are to avoid an outbreak of plague, we have to find ways to reduce squalor, such as sanitization buildings and reform. Okay, so this is where it's going to get interesting, because there's a lot that's apparently changed in the game. I'm at war already with a couple of factions, so I've got to keep in mind of that one. It will bear me some time just to try and get my son set up. I was debating whether to play an easier faction for this, but the whole point of the campaign is to play one of the major factions and retake Rome and basically restore the Roman Empire. Or you can choose not to, and there's a lot that's changed. Like I said, there's banditry now, there's cults, there's a new policy system down here. The UI has slightly changed in certain ways. I think the actual unit cards themselves have been updated, as you can see, to Roman legionaries and vigiles. Vigiles? So we hold territories quite down here. How's the technology tree looking? So it's still similar to the old one. That's fine. So we've got March of Rome. So 5% morale. Or we've got public order, wealth, and food. Well, how are we at the moment? So I'm just going to look at diplomacy to see where we are. So we're here. We're still classed as Rome, even though we're not in Rome. We've got the Roman pretenders, which are down here, which occupy the entire bit of Rome. We are at war with them. We're also at war with Gallic Rome, Macromania, Gothy, Roman Pretenders, Quadi, Buri, Britannia, which I think is a client state of the Gothic Empire, Gallic Rome. Fair enough. Lusitania and Rolixnia. And we're not too bad at the moment with her. She's got her own issues to deal with. Okay, so who have we got on our side then? We've got a couple of clients. We've got Galatia, we've got Lydia, Egypt, which is under our control, which is at war with Palmyra. Okay, Macedania and Numidia, which I think is all these. So that's Numidia. Egypt's there. We've got Moraria, which is there. Is that no, not that one. We've got Lydia, Galatia. Right, so this is very complicated right off the get-go. Wow. Usually when you play the original Grand campaign, it's very straightforward. You start with about 5 provinces and then you have to work out from there. But this one you hold quite a lot. And there's a lot to do. Holy cow. And a lot of the cities have changed. But this is at the height of the Roman, well, it was at the height of the Roman Empire. As you can see, it stretched all the way to Britain, all the way down to Syria and the Middle East, and basically all northern Africa taken. Spain was taken, but as you can see, it's kind of like split up into many microfactions at the moment. Yeah. Wow. So the main idea and the objective, and again, that's one of the ones we have to go for, is this one, which is all those reach Rome, and that's take Rome. There is optional ones, which is subjugate this faction by capturing their last remaining settlement or making them your client states, such as the Quadi, and also the conquest of Molodanium, which is over here. So that optional objective, then the ultimate one, which is the main objective to complete. Now I'm just trying to think what I need to do in most terms of it all, because the politics system's all changed as well, which is, again, going to have to get used to that. I think we are a empire, so we're in ultimate control. There is other councils. So Aurelian Dynasty, you've also got the Patisserie Council and the Viri. And you've got to keep them all happy as well, because if you don't, it can lead to civil war. But I think you're kind of protected for the first 10 turns or so. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Where's all my armies? Okay. So we've got an army over here of 12,000. We've got another one 880, another 880. Oh, where's that one? That's, yeah, so because we've got a bit of stuff down here, we've got a couple of fleets, which is here. And we've got Marcus Tactius. So I guess the main idea I want to do is deal with these guys first, because they're the ones that are attacking me. The Buri is also attacking me. Are these all at war with me? Yeah, so we're having a bit of problems with all these guys coming in, and just being a pain in the ass. So you're at war with me. You are, and you are as well. So who to deal with first? That's the biggest question, because they're all going to start coming in and being a pain. I am getting 3,753 per turn, which is not too bad. And I've also got the Pretenders to deal with, which are going to be coming across the water. Wow, I've got a lot of territory to mind. So it's either subjugate or leave them. I mean, can I actually see if we can declare peace with some of these guys? Because that would be helpful. So...
Do not attempt to sweeten truth.
No. What about you?
Speak quickly and well.
See, he'll be of peace with me, which is good.
The gods will frown that I have
And that's one of the things you have to do, is just try and figure out who's good to go for. Like, I don't think he will.
Speak quickly and well.
Ooh.
I fear I betray my people by
So it leaves me with 3 to face, which is fine. Sassanids, which are all over here. Now, have we got any more? I'm just having a look around. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. I'm just trying to decide where to go. And I don't want to start losing territory straight away, because again, we own quite a lot. And that's going to be the main thing in most cases, because I don't think we can get... Oh, we can actually get some agents at least. So if I get a spy, she can go up here and hopefully find some information out. I'll recruit what we got here. So we've got Roman legionaries. Apparently can be upgraded. Which we'll think give them, yep, armor and weapons. Cool. And then we can also... What else we got? Got auxiliary Germanic axemen, Roman levies. So I think these are just Roman legionaries. So I think only from here I can recruit these guys. Which aren't as good as these. Ooh, are they hunters? They're bowmen, aren't they? They might be very useful to have. And then you've got Roman skirmishers as well. So if I get 4 of them. And then I really need some... I ain't got any spearmen, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. Because that would have been nice to have. But if I get a few more levies, which will boost out this kind of group. And that gives me 15. That should help there. And then I need to keep units around here anyway, just to keep the shore safe. And I think down here is not too bad. Because I could take the bottom part of Sicily here, which would be maybe a good idea to go for. Oh god, a bit of lag there. Now, where's my boat's here. So if we head over this way with our fleet, so we've got artillery, we've also got some assault ships. Yep, keep going. Yeah. So these guys are happy for now, at least, which is good. It's just up here. I need to start worrying about what to do next. So I can get some more Roman levies here. And I can kind of like block off up here. So move down to here. Cool. We'll get 2, 3. There we go. That should give us some more bits. And let's start thinking about upgrading some of our towns and cities. So these all don't need upgrading just yet, but we do have a lot of growth we can spend. What's this then? So this is a new... Oh, this is Christian. So apparently I think there's religion in this at some point. Or for each non-Christian temple or cult in this province. Okay. So I think the main idea I want to do is just increase down south. Like here. At least these are, I think, more safe than the stuff up north. So like if we increase this and give ourselves... a villa, that gives us some more food, which is always not too bad. And then if we increase some more of these, what else we got? So religious gathering, it's growth, public corner, sanitization, and it costs 500 to dismantle it. Wow, that's a bit expensive. Oh, so it's free to do, but it costs you to dismantle it, which is not too bad. Field of Mars. Auxiliary camp. Now some of these might be useful to have as well. See, I don't know where the... yeah, I'm a bit stuck for where all the... because I'm waiting for all the positive happiness to see if it goes up or down. And a lot of these can't really do it just yet anyway at the moment. So let's just increase some of these for now anyway. Let's increase that up. You're going to increase there, and I'm going to have to deal with one of these anyway. So I'm thinking I might actually deal with these first. So what I need to do is get an army building maybe up here. And then I'll be able to go across. Although I can actually send him down, and I can lose some territory to begin with from the Quad Eye, and it's not going to be too bad. It's just eventually, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. So I'm going to move this guy up and put you in there. He's going to recruit some units. He's going to recruit, so he's going to take 2 turns as well. What I might do actually is move him. Actually, he can come down south, can't he, and take him. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Do the first... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, technology. Ugh, can't really finish the first turn without technology. So we'll go for morale, because that seems like a good one to go for. And is there anything else we need to do? We've got edicts to issue, actually, which might be quite useful to have to begin with. And these like increase different things. So taxes are not too bad one. Actually, I need to do this one, don't I? We'll get that. That's not too bad. So if we have tax, that gives us some more tax down here. And then up here we'll have... Because they're all not too bad Latin-wise. They're a bit low. What we got on these... Public order. Wow, that's quite a... We'll have that one down there, and then we'll have another one here as well. We'll have tax. Cool. That's all our edicts. God, I didn't think when actually starting this it was going to be a bit as complicated as it will do, but that's just some other ones. Okay, so who the hell are you? So Mauritania, we've got Marera. So I'm going to have to enter on the side of my allies, because I've got to keep my allies close. So war declared. Let's see where these other guys are, because I think... Let's have a look down here. Yes, the Maoris declared war on one of my client states, which is this guy here. Okay, fair enough. How are we doing up on this side anyway? Because I got my spy, didn't I? So let's have a look here. Just give me some pre-warning of any invasions. Alright, you stay there. What else we got? So we got campaign. It's recruitment cost, which might be useful. We've also got public order, so I'm going to go for this as well. I like to unlock them to begin with, right off the get-go, and then we can go from there. You're another turn. What I may do is recruit another spy, and recruit another a veteran. I think the results are all the same anyway. And then the veterans are kind of cool. You can actually put them onto units, and they give a passive buff of increase in experience, just like training, which is kind of nice. So these are going down here. So we got 4 and a 4. Okay, so we're gonna have to increase one of these anyway. I'm gonna give Fields of Mars, just so it gives us some Roman levies, and it also gives me I can recruit some stuff as well, which would be nice. And God, that's really small, that city, isn't it? Oh wow, so many buildings. Sailor quarters. Okay, religious gathering. How are we doing? Not too bad on this one. Again, I think I need some more just military buildings around, just so it means I can recruit better units easier. So that's one of the things that's going to be quite difficult in most cases. You got to also spread your units out as well, because you can't be having too many all your upgrades in one place, because then that becomes a bit difficult in some cases. Okay, that's fine. You ain't got any more upgrades left because I spent them all. You've got some now. Okay, cool. And then you've got some as well, but then again you've already got... I don't want to upgrade this one yet, just in case they come down and take it, because you actually lose the upgrade points, which is a bit frustrating. But we can actually go down here though, which is going to be nice. Alright, so we can upgrade some of these. Because why not? So upgrade you, and we'll have a auxiliary camp in there. And that's it for this turn. I can't move these just yet because they're still upgrading. He's moved there. They're still moving around. He's still getting units as well. Although, actually, yeah. I need to upgrade a couple of these anyway. Yeah. Now, when it comes to combat, again, this is a turn-based game when you're in the grand campaign or the main map, and then you actually go into real-time strategy when you get to the combat. So it's something to keep in mind. Now, depending on how it goes, I may do actual combat. Actually go into it if it's going to be like quite close, or if not, I'll... Ooh, the rise of cults. These are dark times, and many have turned to the gods for salvation. There has been an influx of new beliefs, some of which have attracted enough followers for cults to start spreading. These gatherings are not without merit, but also can become troublesome over time. It is for you to decide whether you will tolerate their presence or drive them away. Cult buildings can now be constructed in your cities. Okay, so it's like a decision. Okay, let's get some wars. Cool. Construction report. Encourage population. Quartermaster report. Right, so the biggest thing I want to do is send my spy down and see where they're doing on terms of units. Okay. Now I want to move down and take them out quickly. So the cool thing with these guys is they've got line of sight, so I get to see where they are. So he's making units. So if I take this one quickly, I could then go and take him. Right. And you as well. That's fine. And I think the idea is to do it very quick. You know, you don't want to be messing around in most cases of it all. What are we doing down here? Bring you into here just to haul up for now. Okay, we're not doing too bad. We could be doing better, but I'm fine for that for now. Right, upgrades. So what we got? Got 10% recruitment, which might be useful. Charge, which again, free turns. We've also got cohort barracks, intensified physical conditioning, skilled shipwrighting, governance, assume power. Oh, so these are like continue the mission in a little way. Wow, these unlock a lot local production. Harbour and trade, and then these are a lot more culture, economic and governance. I think recruitment might be a good one to go for. And there's also bonuses you get. Actually, no, that one might be really good. I'm going to go for the fighting to begin with, just to see if it can kind of help. Alright, so we need to upgrade some more buildings, don't we? Thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you enjoy what I'm doing, then please, by all means, leave a like, comment down below, share this video, and even subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for my next video, but until then, bye!